Hello and welcome to CP340, Network and Data Security. Today we'll be discussing documented procedures and policies to keeping security software up to date. We'll follow steps to provide client protection, discuss procedures for keeping network server security up to date, and define air-gap computer and identity procedures to keep it secure. Follow documented procedures and policies to keep security software up to date. It is very important to have documented procedures and policies to keep security software up to date. In an IT environment, one of the most important things you can have is documentation. Documentation provides the information to the people who need to know, the information that aids them to operate, maintain, support, deliver, and protect your IT infrastructure and investment. Administrative credentials. Most importantly, record the main master domain administrative account, username, password, and domain, and any other administrative accounts. If any users are provided with special administrative privileges, be sure to list them, as their access needs to be revoked if they are ever terminated or leave the company. Contact information. Be sure to list contact information for various roles inside the company. Contact information for decision makers and technical people should be recorded along with after-hours contact info to make sure that if in the event something major occurs, a decision maker can be reached on the phone. Server configuration. Our server configuration should include all types of information. This includes networking information, administrative account details, details about Active Directory, computer name, and built-in service that may be enabled, even DHCP reservations. This provides the technical picture that shows how things were set up and what base services are set up and providing your network by your servers. Don't forget to include information on your server hardware. Workstations. Your workstations should be somewhat generalized and centrally managed. Most computers should be running the same software, based off similar hardware, and configured in the same generalized fashion. Be sure to document the process for initial configuration, required software, software configuration, and any other special options that certain users may require. Printers. Be sure to record all printers, MAC addresses, and DHCP reservations you have configured for your printers. As always, with all hardware, record models, serials, and warranty info. Licensing information. Be sure to keep information on any major licensing agreements you have in place. Also, be sure to document URLs, usernames, and passwords for any licensing systems that are managed online. It's good practice to record all licensed products, keys, and invoice numbers for the purchase of the license. Firewall configuration. Firewall setup and configuration should be documented, along with licensing keys, port forwarding configuration, and firmware versions. Follow steps to provide client protection. Add firewalls, antivirus software, and other layers of protection to your business servers and computers. Choose a web host that values your business security. Limit employee access to customer data. Lock down all computers. Keep up with upgrades. Notify clients and customers when data has been compromised. Discuss procedures for keeping network server security up to date. Network documentation. Your networking documentation will provide the reader with how devices are dynamically configured, how many devices are on the network, what networks they sit on, who has access to RDP, VPNs, how those services are accessed, and details on how standard network services are delivered throughout your network. This documentation should provide information on how your network functions and how data goes across it. Network shares. Document network shares, file system location on the host, permission types, and description of the purpose of the share. It's best practice to present network shares to a group of users using the same letter network drive. Document this as well so it can easily be managed. Define an air-gap computer and identify procedures to keep it secure. Air-gap refers to computers or networks that are not connected directly to the internet or to any other computers that are connected to the internet. Secure the machine either off-site or in a safeguarded room. Make sure all cables to the machine are properly shielded. Plug unused USB slots with the USB port blocker. Turn the machine off when it is not in use. Replace standard drives with SSD and encrypt your data. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope you found it educational.